First time you earned six figures, you were how old?
First time I got a six-figure, bro, it must have been early on. First time I made 100 grand, I don't know, 14, 15.
Did your parents stop being able to claim you as a dependent when you were like 9, I think?
Yeah.
What do you think you learned about money going through all that? Or, having the resource at that early an age and now reflecting on it?
What I learned about money at a young age was that it was like, it was pretty much kind of a freedom ticket for me, like if I wanted to go, take my family out to dinner, I could, and like a lot of the times on trips, I felt really bad that my brother wasn't with me and that Shane wasn't with me. And so I would try to make up for it with gifts, and he'd be stoked and it was cool. But even thinking right now, bro, like money didn't really have a grip on me until I was 18. It wasn't important to me until I was getting ready to buy a house. Till I wanted to buy jewelry. It was all material things, I wanted to have a Ferrari. So like the goal was to like get that by the time I was 18, and so got that. That was a goal. Was I satisfied? No, it wasn't. Like I kept thinking that all these things that I was buying were gonna give me this like sense of joy. And they did for a little bit, but like it was empty. It was very empty. And I've wasted over $1 million for bottle service and tables at clubs and penthouse suites and, flying private and whatever it may be, all these like material things that I look back on now and it's like, man, kind of wish I would have saved that, $1 million, because then I could have maybe bought some real estate or like bought assets that like are actually creating revenue and not just, pretty much burning it. Or, could have done more with that million, could have really put the $1 million just into the foundation and gone out and helped and actually been able to do more than what we're doing. Obviously, I talk about going back, but I wouldn't change anything that my life has been because it's sat me right here, right now, clear-headed and motivated. Before you made it big, what was the most creative way you went about saving money to get something special for yourself or someone else? I would set a goal. I would set a goal with my agent and with my mom. And, if I wanted a new car or a new watch or something like that, it would be, I'm gonna win this contest. Or if I, at the end of this year, am the state championship or win the championship of this, then I'm gonna splurge. And so for me, it's always been goal setting. I've always been a goal setter. So it wouldn't really be like walk outside and I'm gonna go get a car today. Even though on the show it made it look like we just went out one day and bought an Escalade. It was like, no, that was planned. We planned to do that. But the magic of television made it look like I just woke up and decided to go spend 70 grand on a car. Business today, Sandlot Times.
Yeah.
Tell me about how that came about. Sandlot Times is representative of my skate park, my friends, derived from the Sandlot, the movie, which is like I get the chills, it's random. I love that movie because of the fellowship that these guys have, They stick together, they ride together, they all show up at the same park and they just have fun. They lose track of time completely and they're just hanging out and playing. And as an adult, my skate park is the Sandlot. That's pretty much the new, life of Ryan. Let's put it that way. Or Sheckler sessions that I used to do with Red Bull. But it's mine, It's mine, we own the content. What's to say here about Palm Springs Wave Company? Palm Springs Surf Club. So, new standstill wave pool that's coming in and super excited to be a partner in it. It's pretty awesome to be able to go out to Palm Springs, golf around, and then show up at the wave pool and surf for 4 hours and just get barreled. I luckily got to ride the test wave, the sample wave. And just from the sample wave, the ride on it hooked me, dude. And to think that it's going to be 3 times bigger, like wider pool, longer rides, bigger wave, left and right, maybe even a split peak. There's an air section. It's just like, it's a playground. It's actually a playground for surfing.
There might be the desire at some point on your end in creating a chain of tattoo shops.
It would be cool. For me, it's like, I think that music and sports and tattoos kind of all go together these days, you know? And a goal of mine, you know, with one of the companies that I'm a part owner in, Ethica, you know, that's kind of a branch we're going down right now, is the music side, you know? And I think with the studio that they've created and kind of the atmosphere that is going on with the brand, that a tattoo company or tattoo setup goes right in with it. And that's funny you know about that. It's interesting that you know about that. That's like really right at now at the beginning of even conversations of doing it. But yes, ideally, I've spent a lot of time at the tattoo shop.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, a lot of time at the tattoo shop. I love obviously getting tattoos. I have to slow down a little bit. I don't have much room left, so it's, you know, it's a fun world. It's a painful world, but it's fun.
How much credit do you give to your agent, Steve, for the success you've had
A lot.
on the business end?
Steve Astafin, bro, is like family. He absolutely is family to me. I remember our first meeting. He said, Ryan, if you promise me 10 years of hard work, I will make you a millionaire. And we'll get you to a point where you never have to work again. And I promised him. I said, yeah, absolutely. And that was 13 to 23. And those were some of the gnarliest, hardest working years of my absolute life.